Hello and welcome to another video of the explaining series. Today we're gonna look at 56 Wahoo, and actually we are not going to do this with the current world record I set, because simply the current world record had 2 OP strafes in it and it's a bad version of the run to explain it with. So we are mainly gonna take my 56.908 run, which didn't have any OP strafes, which was a pretty good run, I would say. And yeah, we're looking at Wahoo because the last one has shown. You can see it here, and I'll put a voting right here so you can vote for the next map again. Be sure to do that so I can keep doing these kind of videos. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So at the start, there are actually many different methods again. First, let's look at the message I did here. Sorry. I just did one jump and then strafed. So at the start, I went like 1.5 blocks or something from the start, or 1.75 blocks from the glass. Then did one jump and then strafed. But that should make you land on the red block, and then you can jump to the green block. If you don't get an OP or underpowered strafe, that should usually make you land there. As I didn't mention it in the video at the start, I'm now gonna show you 2 more strategies you can use for the start. First one is by Hunter. I'll put a link to a video and his channel in the description. And yeah, you start by going out 4 blocks behind the 4th block, so the second wooden pressure plate right there. From the glass. The glass would normally be right there. And then just keep jumping. And after the second jump, when you're here, just strafe, and you should land on this red block. Of course, this only works if you don't get an underpowered or overpowered strafe, but usually it should work. And also if it's not curved, because that happens pretty often, so I wouldn't recommend trying it because it's like a really good strategy, but it works like 10% of the time for me, so yeah, I don't know. But if you do it correctly, you can actually keep jumping all the way through here. Keep jumping until the first strafe. Until the second strafe, I mean. And that's like really, really, really good. So yeah, that would be the best strategy for the start, but it is also a pretty inconsistent one, I would say. So yeah, we're gonna look at another one that is a bit more consistent. That live right now, because I just feel like this is the best way of doing it. I haven't found a video on that. You want to go right here, 4 blocks out from the corner, 4 blocks out from the glass again, and then just jump in and do 2 jumps and then strafe. That also works just fine. You just can't keep jumping with it. That's really all that this strategy is about. And just keep jumping here. Make sure to hit your head at the portal frame. That's important. Don't clip it, but hit your head there. Then don't worry. Worry about not over jumping here. Just jump on the edge. That's the most important thing. You have to stop jumping here a little bit so you can just make the jump up there. Then just keep jumping here. That's a pretty straightforward part. Then you have to stop jumping for a little bit and then just try to jump like 1/4 before the edge, 1/4 of a block before the edge. Then adjust a little so you can jump over the cobweb. And now you can either choose to go for the risk to do the 4.5 block jump, or you cannot try to go for it and just, this is dependent on where, after you jumped over the cobwebs, where you started jumping again. If you start jumping a little bit later, you will land behind the second slab, and then you'll simply not make the 4 block jump. And if you start jumping earlier, you will have to do the 4.5 block jump, which is a really, really hard jump. So yeah, just do it if you feel comfortable with it, and if you are not, just don't do it. I think you can also get a 56 without this jump. I'm not sure, but I think. So yeah, I started jumping here on average, I think, so yeah, that was okay. Then just keep jumping here. You might have to adjust a little bit to not touch the water or anything. Then adjust here so you can land on the very edge of this jump boost. This is because you don't want to clip the edge of this pipe you go in after that. So just try to jump to the very edge and then jump down here. Then important thing again, don't get a slab boost of the slab. Land about here and make sure to jump with your slime up. That's important, really important. You'll see why now, because then get a good slab boost from here, good slab boost from here, and good slab boost from here. And then you can just keep jumping and you won't touch the cobwebs. So again, get a slime jump right there. Good slab boost, good slab boost, good slab boost, and keep jumping. And that's literally it for the cobweb part. The cobweb part might seem really hard, but that's literally it. Get 2 hedges here. What I like to do here is, I like to stop jumping and then jump on the slab and get a weak slab boost of it to land on the red block and then do a 3 block and 1 up jump to the second red block. And then just jump to the green block after that. And you might have to adjust a little bit to not over jump the green block. And then just keep jumping again. Adjust here. That is because you want to land on the edge of the invisible block parkour right there. Then you can keep jumping once you landed on the edge. And then just do your last strafe. What I like to do, I like to jump on this jump boost. Because if you jump up there, you will easily hit the top of the pipe. And you'll easily jump on the slime. And then you'll land perfectly to get a 56. In my case, a 56.908. Which was a pretty good milestone on Wahoo, I think. So, this is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it will help you. Be sure to vote for the next map again, and I'll see you next week.